Okay, welcome colleagues to our channel where we are presenting lessons in mathematics. Okay, so in this lesson, which is the lesson number 1, okay, this is lesson number 1. We are dealing with the construction and the loci or locus. Okay, but to be specific, we'll just try to understand the aspect of construction. Now, I must be also quick to mention that we've had a lot of videos that we have presented. All right, I think so far we've done maybe close to 80% of the senior secondary school syllabus. So I would encourage you to subscribe to this channel, okay, so that you're able to see the work that we have covered so far. We've covered quite a lot, like I've mentioned. I can just mention just a few topics that we've covered. We've looked at bearings, we've looked at coordinate geometry, we've looked at circle theorem, we've looked at approximation. There are quite a lot, all right? So if you have been looking for a channel that will give you the relevant skills, all right, that you require for you to be able to sit for an exam, this is the correct channel for you. Okay, so just subscribe, keep on following. I can assure you, you'll be able to get maximum benefits. Okay, now back to our business for this presentation. So we were trying to understand what construction is. Remember, I said the topic is construction and loci. So there are two parts. The first part is on construction, then the last part is the loci or locus. Okay, now let's now try to understand what construction is by definition, and later on we'll do the actual construction. Now, we are saying when you look at construction, this is an accurate drawing using geometrical instruments. So if you are taught to construct maybe a polygon, all right, we are saying how are you going to do it? You come up with an accurate drawing using geometrical instruments. By geometrical instruments, we mean these, all right? So these are the instruments, some of the instruments that you are supposed to use in an exam, okay? So we have got like the pencil here, all right? You have another pencil, then we have this which we call the divider, right? Can also help. Then we have got this compass. You also have these other rulers that can help you to measure. Okay, then you also have the protractor. It is also used to measure angles. So these are the instruments that you use for you to come up with the required shapes. Okay, now again, our interest really is to deal with the construction of triangles and quadrilaterals. All right, construction of triangles and the quadrilaterals. Now, I'm sure you know what a triangle is and a quadrilateral is. But for the sake of emphasis, we are saying a triangle is a polygon with 3 sides. By that we mean that a triangle has got 3 angles as well. Okay, all right. So a triangle has got 3 angles as well. So like in this case, I can give you an example of this. I'll just show you. Okay. So this is a triangle, right? Has got 3 sides, 1, 2, 3, with 3 angles. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's a triangle. Okay. Then we are talking about a polygon. We are saying a polygon, a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides and 4 angles. All right. So any shape with 4 sides and 4 angles is a polygon, whether it's a square, a rectangle, so on and so forth. All right. So we are saying a quadrilateral is a polygon with 4 sides and 4 angles. So that's that. So if, for example, you have a shape like this, okay, I'll show you a shape like this. It's drawn in a pencil. I'm sure you'll be able to see. So we say maybe P, Q, R, S. All right. So this is a quadrilateral. So want to see how we can draw such things. as well as the triangles. Okay, so with me here I have some examples. Okay, there are about 4, so we are going to go through all these 4. I hope you have been able to copy them. Okay, so the first question reads, that is Roman numeral 1. Construct triangle PQR, all right, such that PQ is 7 centimeters. Okay, QR is 5 centimeters, and the PR is 6 centimeters. Okay, that is what we have been asked to do there. Okay, so now what we are going to do is we do the actual construction. Okay, so what do I need? You need, in your case, you need a pencil, as well as, so in this case, for this compass, you do use this kind of a pencil that, okay. You also need to use a ruler, 30 centimeter ruler. Okay, 30 centimeter ruler, like this one. Though here you may not be able to see the measurements. So in this case, I shall use either this or this one. Okay, if you need to be, might use the protractor as well as the divider, like area mentioned. Okay, so now come back to our question. So we are saying we construct triangle PQR such that PQ is 7, okay, QR is 5, PR is 6 centimeters. Okay, so now what you need to do is, I would advise you to do a sketch. All right, please, this is the first example, take note, we're dealing with this. So you do a sketch. So you do a sketch first. All right, you can do a sketch. If it's in an exam, you just do a sketch in the question paper. You say, okay, I've got PQR, that's what I want to do. Now PQ is 7, you even write, then PR is 6 and the QR is 5 centimeters. So you do a sketch first. Then thereafter, now you start doing the actual construction. All right? Start doing the actual construction, which we are going to do now. So the first line that I'll draw is PQ. Okay? So we are saying PQ should be 7 centimeters. All right? So I'll use this. Okay, so this is 0, 1, 2, 3, up to 7 here. Okay, this is the 7. Okay, so it is from here to here. Okay, that's a 7. Then I can get my ruler and join, or you measure direct. Okay, that's my 7. I hope you're able to see what is happening. Okay, so I'll measure my 7. Of course, I'm using this so that it's visible for you people. Okay, in an exam, you're supposed to use a pencil. Okay, so you're going to say this is your point P, and this is your point Q, and that this is 7 centimeters. Okay, now the next measurement is PR or QR, whichever. So PR. So we have agreed that according to our sketch, we said we need to have P, Q, and R somewhere here. So now what we'll do is we get the measurement for PR. So PR, so P should be somewhere there. And in this case, the measurement for PR is, or the length for PR is 6 centimeters. So now, what you are going to do is, you get your ruler and measure 6 centimeters using this compass. All right. So take note. See what I'm doing. Okay. Take note. I want to take my time so that we do the correct thing. Okay. So if you have a ruler like this, but you can even use a 30 centimeter ruler, which is better, you have this one. Okay. So what do we want? We want 6 centimeters. All right. So you can put your compass here. Okay, let me open it. So you put it at 0 mark, not from here, but from the line up to 6. So you extend it up to 6. So you extend this up to 6 here. Okay, I hope we are seeing that. I hope we are seeing that it is at 6. Okay, here. I hope we are seeing that it's at 6. Okay, then you get that. Don't change now, don't tamper with the compass. You're going to use P as your center. So you only hold the compass. Look at the way I'm holding it. You don't hold the pencil, you just hold the compass here. All right. Then you do an arc. Just do an arc like that. That's all. All right. Then again, we need to measure QR. So Q here, R is somewhere there. All right. So you just measure. Again, you measure 5. Okay. So you start from 0 to 5. So you extend it up to 5. Okay, I hope you're able to see. All right. Then now, my point here will be what? Will be Q. Okay. So you're going to do this. I hope you have seen the point of intersection. So here where they are meeting, the two arcs are meeting. That is where R is supposed to be. So this is the point R. All right. So this may not even be needed. All right. You can erase them if you want. Okay, I can even leave them like that. Or this is not really necessary. Then you join this point to Q. All right. Don't worry, even if my line is getting erased because I'm using a whiteboard. Okay. So we join now. We join. Again here, you join. Take note. You must be very careful. You must concentrate. Total concentration. Good. So this is the kind of a triangle that we are supposed to have. Let me just see. Put some ink here. Good. So remember, we are saying QR is 5 centimeters. So here you indicate that this is the 5 centimeters. Then this was 6. So you indicate that this is the 6 centimeters. All right. Now this is Roman numeral 1. So you must write the Roman numeral 1. It is triangle PQR. If I told you answering in an exam. Okay. Then we go to Roman numeral 2. I hope that is clear. Simple, that's how we construct a triangle. Alright? Then Roman numeral 2 is saying measure and write down the angle, write down the size of angle PQR. So now, that is the second question, Roman numeral 2. Okay? I hope you're able to see it. Measure and write down the size of angle PQR. Okay, so PQR. So to measure that angle, you need to use the protractor. Now, the secret is this black line that is here should lie on this base, on this line. All right? So this is what we are saying. So you make some adjustments nicely, so it must be there. See that? It shouldn't be like this here, or it goes up. No. To give us wrong measurements. So you put it like that straight. Okay. Then, but of course, the kind of a writing instrument that I've used, which is a whiteboard marker, is quite thick. So I may not be able to get the exact maybe value here, but if you have to use the pencil, you'll be in a position to get the correct reading. Okay, so I'll start reading from 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, up to a point where you'll find a mark here that will coincide with a line here, that will be in the same line. So like in this case, mine is somewhere here. So I know this is 50, this is 55, 56, and this is like 57. So the angle there is 57. So this is like 57 degrees. All right. So I can even write here 57 degrees. All right. Good. That's how you get to do that. I hope that is clear for number 1. Okay, let's go to the second question. Okay. Okay, I've misplaced my duster. Okay, so let's go to the second question. The second question says, construct, right, triangle ABC in which AB is 5.5, BC is 4.7, and angle ABC is 65. Measure and write down the length of AC. Okay, so here we need to construct triangle ABC in which the base, or in which AB is 5.5. So I can start by measuring 5.5 using my instruments. So I'll start from here. This is like 0, 1, this is 5, 5.5 is somewhere here. This is what I have here, and this one. So you can measure from here up to there. Okay. All right. So that's my line, but mind you, okay, so we can let me use this to erase. I think there's just too much ink. Okay. So we have that line, though it's not very clear. I'll try to put some more ink. Okay, so that's a kind of a line. That we are dealing with. Okay, so that is actually AB. So we say, so you have to do it nicely in your book or on a graph paper, on a plain paper, I mean. Okay, so this is the 5.5. So you measure nicely 5.5 centimeters, right? Then the next one is which is BC. So BC. So there's a point C here. All right. So BC is 4.7. Okay. So BC is 4.7. So I'll do the measurement again for 4.7. So you start from 0 here up to 4. So you can see that this is 4.5, so 4.7 somewhere here. So that's how you extend. All right? This is your 4.7 somewhere here. Okay, so do that. Come to B. So B as your center, you hold the compass, you just create an arc. All right? Then you measure, what else? We measure the angle ABC. Now there's an angle that we must measure here, ABC. This angle should be 65 degrees. So you use this. You use this, all right? So you make sure that this line, the black line here, is in this line, along that line. Then this line of intersection, 90 degrees, and the line here, they must be at point B, okay? They must be at point B. So you start measuring something like that. Then you start counting from 0. So 0, 10, so you go all the way up to 60, and this is your 65, somewhere here. This is where your 65 is, all right? So you would need a ruler. Take note, this is where our 65 is. So you must join now these 2 points, right? But mind you, you don't need to go beyond the arc. So what we are saying is that this line must pass through this point, which is 65 degrees, but we should not go beyond the arc. We must go up to where the arc is, just here. So that's a line. Okay, you must draw it nicely. Okay, that's a line. All right. Then it means now automatically you just drawing this point to just connect. Just connect that to this. So we have something like that, friends. Okay, so it must be drawn nicely. So this is your C. Remember this angle is 65. So you write nicely, say 65 degrees. And that this was 4.7. BC was 4.7 centimeters. It means it's done. Right? Then measure and write down the length of AC. So you just have to measure here. Alternatively, you can use the divider. All right? So you measure here, you put your point here, then you extend this other side up to point C. So somewhere here. Okay? Then you can read using your ruler. So here I'll put it at what? 0. I'll see where it falls. Okay, so you can see that this is 5, 5.1, up to 5.5 here. Then 6, this is like 5.7. That's what I found, it's like 5.7. So it means AC is 5.7. All right? So you can even say, therefore, AC is 5.7 centimeters. I hope that is okay. Okay, so we got the next question, which is question 3. Okay, so question 3, we are asked to construct a triangle. Okay, a triangle in which xy is 6.5, then angle y xz is 40 degrees, angle xyz is 60 degrees. Then measure and write down the length of xz and yz. Okay, so like I said earlier on, you can do a sketch. Okay, let me check if I already have a sketch here. Because it will really help you a lot. Okay, I'm trying to check if there is a sketch. So this is the kind of a sketch that I'm talking about. You can do a sketch, all right? You can do a sketch like that. Then you begin to follow it. Okay, so XY should be 6.5. Then angle XYZ should be 60. YXZ should be 40 degrees. So you begin the construction. So you start with the base, which is XY. Okay, so I will measure 6.5. Measure 6.5. All right, so you start from, this is your 6.5 up to here. Okay, oh, there is that ink there. I hope to be fine. I hope we are still able to see. Let me try to remove. Wait. Okay. Let me redraw it. So don't mind this because I'm using a board, a white board. 6.5 somewhere here. Okay, yeah, I've tried to redo it. Of course, the ink is still coming out, but with a pencil, you don't need all that. I'm doing this so that I can come up with something that is very clear to you people. Okay, so this is what we are going to have. So I've got something like that. Then we are saying this is X and this is the Y. Then the length here is 6.5 centimeters. Okay, then you must ensure that here, because we are saying YXZ, the angle here, both Z should be somewhere here. All right, now the angle here should be 40 and the angle here should be 60. So how do we measure that? We use the protractor. So if I want to measure the angle at X, so I'll put this point at X. If it's at Y, you take this point at Y. So here I want to measure an angle 40 degrees at the X. So I'll do this. So you measure 40 degrees starting from here. Okay, so you have got your 40 here. Okay. All right. Now here we don't know the distance or the length from X to Z. So you just have to draw a line. All right. Up to infinity or up to some reasonable distance. Maybe somewhere there. Okay. Then we measure now 60. Okay, so we'll put here and measure 60. So you start from 0 here, 10 all the way up to 60 here. Okay, take note, I'll put a dot there. So you join again with a ruler. It's done. So see where they're meeting. Here, at the point of intersection here, this is where Z is. So you put your Z there. All right. So you can write that this is 40 degrees and that this is 60 degrees. That's all. Okay, then we are asked to measure the length. All right, the length of XZ and the YZ. So for XZ, you can use the can use a divider or you measure direct. So I would do rather use a divider then. Okay, here. So I check this reading. After doing this, you go and check the reading there. Okay. Go and check the reading on this one, on a dollar. So you put it at 0. So I have again like 5.5. So this is like 5.5. Okay, this is like 5.5 centimeters. Okay. Then you come and measure YZ. Do the same. So here, but you must adjust. Okay. So you have, look at this. This is 4.1, 0.2, 0.3. So I have like 4.3 here. All right. But I know when you're using your instruments, there could be a slight difference because me, I'm using this kind of a writing instrument or a white board and a marker. All right. So this is about 5.3 centimeters. All right. So if you want, you can even write say here, maybe therefore xz is 5.5 centimeters, then zy is equal to 4.3 centimeters. Okay, hope that is clear, friends. So you can even be asked to find this angle, right? So measuring that angle should not be an issue. So you can see that this by that it is 100, so this one should be 80 degrees. That we can try to measure it. Okay. All right, so that's that. Then we do the last question, which is a quadrilateral. So the last one is saying construct a quadrilateral PQR in which PQ is 7 centimeters. Then PS here is supposed to be S. PS is 5.5. Then QR is 4 centimeters. Okay. Then we have angle. This is an angle. Angle S. Again, here the letter should be S. SPQ is 110 degrees. Then PQR is 80 degrees. So, like I said, the first step is you can do a sketch, something like that. You have got PQR. Alright? So, we are saying for PQ, it should be 7 centimeters. Alright? Then this angle should be 110 degrees. Then this one should be 80 degrees. Alright? Then you have another measurement which is PS. PS should be 5.5. Alright? Then you also have QR. QR should be 4 centimeters. So we have to draw this and later on we find the length TS. TR, but it's supposed to be SR. So this one should be S. Okay, so it's supposed to be S. I changed the letter. It's supposed to be S. Okay? So the first thing that we need to do is to measure the base, which is 7 centimeters. Okay. So we're going to measure the base, which is 7 centimeters. Okay. So from here to 7. That is our base. and this base is PQ. So you write it as PQ. It's supposed to be 7 centimeters. Good. Then we also deal with an angle which is 110. So to do an angle, you use this. So you make sure that this point here is at point P. Then the line here, the black line, this one, should lie along PQ, this line PQ. Okay, so now we start reading from the 0 mark. So we have here, we'll not start from 180, no, we start from 0. Okay, up to 110. So our 110 is somewhere here, but outside you might think that it's 70, but that's where our 110 is. Okay, so I'll do that. Then, from this point P to point Q, because we need to have a point Q, point S, sorry. Yeah, it's point PS. So from this point to a point S, the distance should be 5.5. So you use this to measure that distance, 5.5. All right? So you come here, measure the 5.5. Okay. I'll put it at 0 here. Then you extend to 5.5. Okay. Then draw or construct an arc. All right? Just that is enough. Just that is enough. Then you must connect now this point to this point, which is 110 degrees, but you must go up to where the arc is. All right? So this is what we are talking about. Good. Done. So in short, this is 110 degrees, and this is now your point S. This is 5.5 centimeters. All right. Then I will come to this. I need to measure 80 degrees. Okay. So you measure 80 degrees with this, following the same procedure. You adjust your protractor like that. Then you go to 80. Okay. Put a mark there, just a mark. That point is for 80 degrees. Then, from there now, we must look at the distance from P here to R. And the distance is 4 centimeters. So you must measure 4. All right? So you come here, measure your 4. So from this 0, you go up to 4. Okay. So again, you do that. That's all. That's enough. So now what you are going to do is to join this point, all right, to this arc. But you must realign this point to that point, because this is telling us that the angle that will be formed here is 80 degrees. Okay, so you can get your ruler and try to connect. So it must pass through at that point. So here I'm trying to adjust. Then, so you only draw up to where the arc is. That one. Okay. That's all. So this point now will be our point R. Right? Then what next? You just join. Might even erase this. Just join. Alright? Direct. Just join P to what? To R. I mean S to point R. Just join direct. Okay. That's all. That is your quadrilateral. But we can just ensure that we indicate the actual measurement here. There was 80 take note. Here it's 80 degrees. Okay. Then here it was 4 centimeters. Yeah, good to go. Then the only thing that we need to do is to measure. So as has been the practice, I'll measure using this. So I've got that. So I'll come and read here. Okay, so for this ruler is going beyond. Okay, so somewhere there. So okay, so you must make sure that you have a 30 centimeter ruler so that you don't have challenges with measurements. Okay. All right, so according to what I've measured, so you can just do the measurement. Yeah, it's about 8.3. All right, I was trying to use this, but the measurements here, they are not very clear, but you can try to measure. Of course, maybe it could be different here. It doesn't matter. What is important is to do the correct thing. Yeah, basically, that is what you need to know. So, for your exercise, you can try this question, just the first part, just this one. Okay, thank you so much.